The following is a preview for the next Ultra Vegito chapter and may contain spoilers. Click off now if you'd rather wait. Just as I would expect of fellow Saiyan royalty. Just as impatient as my brother once was. But no matter, if you want to cut to the chase and see my true power, then this is one request I can grant you, Vegito. As without a moment to waste, the king then suddenly begins gritting his teeth madly, his nostrils flaring up as veins even appear on his cheeks. His arms first bulking up massively as his fists close so tight, traces of blood begin to seep, and his back now growing in size to insanity levels, as with a thunderous roar, he groans. As aura and wind begin to emanate all around his body, affecting the very planet itself with his transformation. The ground beneath him splitting in all directions, as if the surface itself can't withstand his energy. And from outside, the planet once again begins to visibly shudder and quake. This is even worse than Kaba! As Vegito, standing across from the king, can only step back slightly as he struggles to keep his balance on the now falling apart planetary surface. But as we zoom in on Vegito's face, the true level of his surprise is seen as he comments, "His power level, it's skyrocketing like nothing else! But how far will he go?" An almost in direct answer to Vegito's thoughts, the king roars even louder, signaling a second part to his transformation as his power level now already surpasses both Kefla's and final Cabba's, with the king yelling with his eyes locked onto Vegito, "Witness the true power of the Saiyans!" Vegito, who was literally right near him, on the other side, having just felt the power of the king's sudden burst in energy, is taken by surprise, and then immediately flung across the battlefield, flying high in the air. Until eventually regaining himself, still covering his body from the vast swathes of air and pressure swarming at him from the king, as he then comments, "Now it's going up even faster! But his form isn't even changing! Has he even begun, or are we just getting started?" Just as Vegito wondered why nothing is changing appearance-wise with the king, a change begins to happen, but in the most unexpected of ways. As suddenly, a tail begins to sprout forcefully from behind the Saiyan, and it slowly then reaches its full length as the king, crouched over in body, becomes surrounded in a ball of aura that remains ominously slow moving. And the king's hair turns from black to white and grows massively in length. His arms and chest now unbelievably becoming surrounded in a white fur too, as if his hair is spreading like a virus through his body, until from behind we see the final full length of his long white strands take shape. And in the end, King Sadala reaches his final form. His hair spiked up uncontrollably in white, his body covered in silver fur, and his tail out in full force. All the while, he bears the same crimson red eyes as Kaba, but in this form, he is no final King Sadala or Beast King. More so, he resembles a certain legendary form from decades ago. And if you want more, the full next video is already up on my Patreon right now, live for over 3,400 patrons who are getting early access for life. Join now and talk to me, link is in the description and pinned comment.